both did a fantastic job. Let's give them a big hand. Welcome Curtis Baptist, welcome Westminster. It's great to see you all here today. I am Steve O'Neill, the headmaster of Westminster. And today we are going to dedicate this court. We've been privileged over the last 2 months to be in a process where we have refurbished our gym. Incredibly excited about that. Opening it up just a few days ago and today dedicating this court. So thank you for so many people who made that happen, particularly all those who gave toward what we call the Bridge Campaign, and we look forward to many more things happening as a result of that generosity. But I also want to go back in time just very briefly to say this gym was opened up in 1980, and it would not have been opened up if it hadn't been for the generosity of many who went before us, both with their gifts of finance, but also of time, and some of those people are here with us today. If I could acknowledge them and have them stand up. Some of those board of trustees members and their spouses, if you'd be able to stand for us and allow us to recognize you. Basketball players who are here with us today, who have journeyed with us over our history as a school. Today we're here to dedicate this floor to Coach Tebbs and hereby call this court the Coach Tebbs Court. I met Mark Tebbs 6 years ago when I first arrived at Westminster, and there was no question in the state of Georgia, the headmasters that I ran with oftentimes referred to Mark Tebbs as one of the very best basketball coaches in the state of Georgia. That is not an understatement. But far more than a basketball coach, he has been a PE teacher at Westminster, he's been an administrator, and he has been someone who has been a mentor to so many young men, including the men standing in front of you right now. And what I love about Coach Tebbs is he's a man who walks the talk. He's a follower of Jesus Christ, and Christ is at the center of his life. So everything that he does exudes that, and as far as I'm concerned, that's probably the most important contribution Coach Tebbs has made over his 23 years at Westminster Schools of Augusta. So I'm now going to introduce to you our athletic director, Andrew Bryan, who's going to say a few more words.
Thank you all for joining us today. I want to recognize just a few people along with Coach Tebbs, because he would say that some of the most important people in his life is his family. And so his family joins me here. Our current players join me to my left, and our coaches are back here, Mr. Ken Curry, Ron, and Oliver, as well as some alumni that are joining with us today. If I could, I would like to have you all stand, and if you would just come and join us right behind the family, please. Come on down. Coach Tebbs has impacted hundreds of students on this very floor with physical education as well as basketball. And his basketball program since 1991 has included 120 young men, some of which you see right behind me. Coach Tebbs has accumulated 462 total wins, with 372 of those being here at Westminster. He has multiple region titles, state appearances, Final Four appearances, all-state players, and many players have gone from Westminster on to play at the collegiate level. And so I believe that it's only fitting to honor a man who is very humble and who points to the Lord, and to honor him in the way by naming our court Coach Tebbs Court, so that from here on out, that every player that plays here and every student that's here in physical education from here on out will be known that you're playing here from a man that has honored the Lord with his life and honored his kids and his wife and his players with hard work and with dedication. Coach Tebbs, if you would, I'd like you to come stand with me. We have a couple of things we'd like to present to you today. One is a rendition of the court and a picture of the logo. I have an actual piece of the floor that we are standing on with the logo Coach Tebbs for. Just a few logistics to let you know, and then we'll close out our time together. In a few moments, we are going to take some pictures around the court before we start the game. And all of our alumni basketball players and any former teachers or current teachers and current players and coaches, we'd like to ask that you join us in the ARC, the ARC Media Center, right after the game for a fellowship. Okay? Coach, I want to just tell you once again, appreciate your friendship. You are the reason, you know this, you're the reason I'm here at Westminster. 10 years ago, we had a conversation over some shrimp, and you said, hey, I've played against you, I've coached against you, but now you need to come on over to Westminster. And so I did. God put us together, and I'm so glad to call you friend and brother. I love you as a coach. Coach, if you would, I'd like to ask for you just to dedicate our gym today, and just, if you would, close us in prayer.
Pardon me for reading my prayer tonight, but if you would just bow your heads. Thank you. Dear Lord, I want to thank you and praise you for this wonderful day you've given to us. I'm so humble and full of gratitude by the school's decision to honor me, my precious family, in such a visible public way today. I'm thankful for the leadership of Westminster for their support, the opportunity given me 23 years ago to be the head coach here. It's been a huge reward and a blessing to me and my family. Lord, each day I come on this floor, I'm reminded of all the hard work, commitment, teamwork, hundreds of young men I've had the privilege to coach. It also represents strong Christian men, both coaches that I've coached against, assistant coaches, faculty members who stood behind me, held me accountable. I'm especially thankful for Coach Curry for standing by me for 23 years as an assistant. And lastly, I pray that I might continue to bring honor and glory to my Savior, to live in such a way that others will know you in the abundant life you have to offer them. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Thank you again. We're going to take a few pictures and then we'll resume play.